Hey, it's Danny, the Butterfly Queen, and I watch the shows so you don't have to. And listen, we're going to do the Circle episode 3 and 4 together in our same 15-minute time frame. So I ain't got time, we got to go. Episode 3, I'm only human, or AI, or am I? One of them, okay. Everyone is up trying to figure out who the AI is, but they're thinking of like the craziest reasons why. Lauren says it's Paul because he raps so good, but he's a rapper. So, yeah. Miles is immediately thinking of excuses like he's on vacation, he don't want to use his brain while he's here, he didn't come to work. Oh, okay. They let us in to see the private messages while they're all trying to figure out who is AI, and they're thinking Steffi, Kyle, and Paul is kind of the consensus. Those are the three names that are getting tossed around. More Steffi, but all three of those names are being thrown around. And Miles and Kyle and Paul are thinking that each other are it. So they're holding the conversation with each other, but they think, Paul is asking Kyle crazy questions. Kyle asking Paul which beach would he go to if he lived in California, just to see if he understands what a man would do in California if he was a single man. Honey, too much. Miles is an AI engineer, and he isn't sure who the AI is. Tell me you just squandered your college career without telling me you squandered your college career. Okay. Our next game is I'm Only Human. And it's a succession of tests that's supposed to prove whether or not you're human. First test is a humor test. It'll tell a joke. Second test is an empathy test. It's a woman seeing her man looking at another woman, and you're supposed to say what this woman is feeling. And the third is a critical thinking test, and it's a child kicking the back of your seat in an airplane, and how would you fix it? And the scariest part is that it's the way that Max is not being readily exposed. Okay, sure, by the end, one or two of them are second guessing his answers and saying, okay, well, that didn't sound real human. But the fact that Max is a whole box sitting on a table. Yo, we can't make this stuff up. Yo, they are letting us see how these bots are going to literally take over the world. And we just giving it to them. Thank you, Elon. Okay. Caress, or Paul, is taking every chance to keep throwing shots at Steffi. And he's showing a real human trait, which is childish. And Miles, he's shooting shots too. I was just really glad to see the game be over. Now, they cut. The next scene is Steffi in the bathroom after starting all this mess with her and all the guys. Well, the two guys. She is performing some sort of hoodoo ritual with egg and some sriracha sauce. To rid her of evil and make people like her. I'm thinking a little bit too late. But they spend the next couple of scenes basically just asking each other the same question. It's a lot of downtime in these two episodes. That's why I put them both together. A lot of downtime of them just having private chats, about who could be the AI and why they think of the AI and why you think of the AI. No, why you think of the AI, but who you think of the AI. But I don't think that's AI, but I don't think it's AI. It's a whole lot of that. Until it's basically time to vote on who is the most human. And I just want to say a couple of things. First of all, they are overstanding how much they should talk to themselves and explain their options. Because some of the conversations that they have with themselves, like Stephanie and Olivia, I'm sitting here like, did you really say that loud? Like, they're overstanding it. They're doing it too much. Second, it's way more downtime on this season. On screen, they must have like a huge assortment of puzzles, because I've seen them put together 15 different puzzles, and they're having constant variations of the same conversation. That's why it was easy to put these two episodes together. The episode 3 and episode 4 was nothing but about who do they think was the AI and why. Okay, results. The most human to least human, and I don't even know how you quantify that, but imagine thinking, I hope they think I'm human. What could I say to make you think I'm more human? I don't know some of that concept. But the most human must block the least human. It left on a cliffhanger. Episode 4, Spot the Bot. Most human, of course, Papi Fuego, it's Miles. And he is stressed out. You hear me? Next step, they're allowed to post another photo that will make them seem more human. And honestly, Max's commentary is so uneasy when he talks about his human interaction and why he picks which pictures, because this picture touches this human trait and makes the human feel at ease with me taking over the world. Yo, it's uneasy. Cassie's delirium is blowing me, because half of the time, what in the world is she talking about? Simply because she's ditzy, and second, because I don't understand the words that she's saying. Like, she is way super overly country. Like, what are you saying, Cassie? Olivia's blowing me too. Quick question: what is QT's problem with the black guys? Miles is a self-professed jerk that does not hide it, but he gets no smoke from her. She got smoke for Kyle because he took a picture too far away. Once you see it, you can't see it. QT, you one of them. Oh, okay. And then there goes Steffi, again poking the bear. I am so over the victim thing. Like, how are you two willing to call Paul out, shoot shots at him, but when he throws it back over there at her, here come the weaponized tears and stuff. And Lauren, well, I hope he's right, and I hope she's not a bot, because if she's human, then that's just mean. How is that just mean? What are you talking about? You just cannot readily recognize the privilege. And then, of course, she got to reach out for her pale sister and get Miles on side with her. With the mean dark man. Right? Because he's being mean to her. Because he's answering to her. He's saying something back when she says something to him. And we can't have that. Right? Okay. Even though she's starting the things. Like, she's throwing the shots. She's throwing the jab. Now, on the flip side, Paul, what are we really doing? What's going on with you? Yet another reason as to why Caress should have played as herself, because she's acting real sus. She's acting real female right now. You going back and forth with a 23-year-old white girl, and you supposed to be a 30-something-year-old black guy, a rapper. That's just not how the world works. But it's because it's Caress, and she's really not a man. So the problem isn't that he's AI. The problem is that you're catfish, and you're playing as yourself instead of your character. Okay. So the Pale Coalition, Olivia and Lauren, both reach out to Miles to talk in defense of their sister, Steph. And I think the first red flags for Miles should have been that they felt comfy enough to private message him when they're on the line with him. Okay. Miles is one of the pale guys. Let's not get it twisted. He just got a little more flavor. You know, he feeling QT, and he hangs out with the fellas. So while I was sitting on today, now your pale sisters got to hop in your inbox and praise Steffi on her paleness, and finally acknowledge the fact that you're pale too, and that you should help us, because if you don't, the darker people are going to outnumber us. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I'm just saying. The mob mentality is right, though. He is absolutely correct with that. The mob mentality thing, one says Steffi, and now everybody in the house got a problem with Steffi. That is true. I think more so on like a show like Traders, but yeah, it does register here on the circle, but not in the way that they're saying it. Like no, people aren't jumping on Steffi because other people are on Steffi. No, it's because Steffi's doing stuff that people are noticing. So. But yeah, next game was You Robot, and in this game they get a chance to tell Miles who they think is the AI. And Lauren said Paul said Steffi, Max said Steffi, Cassie said Steffi, Kyle said Steffi, QT said Steffi. See the consensus here? Steffi said Kyle, and Olivia said Kyle. So Paul, Miles, and Max get into a chat, and they're calling Paul out. They're really trying to give Paul an out to say what he feels, and to tell them why he thinks Steffi is the AI, and to kind of bring it up to the guys so that they'll see his side or whatever. Of course, Paul doesn't do that. Of course, he's so Caress is so stuck in her head, she don't realize that's what they're doing. Paul's giving nothing in way of swaying them either way. Paul isn't giving a 20-year-old rapper. He's giving a 30-something-year-old woman vibe. That's really trying to be a bro. And Max is so computer-like, with no feelings and empathy, completely missing the context. It's sickening that these folks are really not noticing Max. About the fact that they both were sitting there waiting on him, like, okay, Max is going to come and kind of bring all this together. Max got it. Okay, Max, which is what a bro would do. You know, bros, we got to do this, but no. Of course, his mind didn't give that. His computer box on the table didn't give that context. His computer box on the table was, okay, let me say something funny and get out this conversation, because I don't really want to be in it, and I don't want to. Like, he doesn't understand empathy. He doesn't understand that you need to put this together if y'all can work together and beat the women. But no, that's not Max's, that's not his assimilation. He's thinking, no, I'm going to do what I can to get as far as I can. And his allegiance is to Lawrence and not the boys anyway, because he already said that. So, honey, in the end, Miles, has been voted most human. He has to go put out the least human, and he has to actually go to them face to face to do it. So that's how the episode ended, with him going face to face, going to the apartment to actually put the person out. And episode 5 is getting ready to begin. I'm getting ready to watch it. And that's the new episode that came on today. 5, 6, 7, and 8 came on today. So we're going to knock those out real quick. And we're going to get those in there. Honey. All right. Listen, like, comment, and subscribe. Jump down there in the comments. Meet me there. Let's talk about it. Let's figure this thing out, honey. You tell me. I want you to tell me. Is this just me? Because I don't want to be, I watch a couple of YouTube content creators, and I don't want to be one of those type people who put black and white in every situation. But I can totally see the pale coalition going on, which they call themselves the blonde brigade, or whatever she said. But you can totally see the pale coalition here going. And you tell me, am I wrong? Am I saying this wrong? Is QT... she's absolutely proven that she's not a girl's girl. She's absolutely proven that she's not one of us, because she got a problem with us. But she cool with the pale coalition, and she dating water gun Kelly. Right. So you guys tell me. Y'all tell me what you think. Hop in the comments and meet me there. All right. Bye.